Have you ever wondered how so many entrepreneurs hit that seven-figure mark or even, reach their financial success while others are struggling? Here's a mind-blowing fact. 70% of entrepreneurs and business owners who perform a half a year check-in experience a surge in their profits by the end of the year. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So today, I'm going to be talking all about how to do and conduct your small business half a year check-in. It's something that I personally do for my clients, and it's something that I'm going to be teaching you exactly the 3 areas that we do this in, okay? So what's up, CEOs and entrepreneurs? Welcome to another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. It's your go-to income strategist and pricing specialist. And you're in the right place if you want to grow your business beyond 6 figures, gain time freedom, and work with clients that align with your business and brand, putting your business in the key zone of positioning, pricing precisely, and profiting. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I have a new episode that drops 3 times a week. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure you hit that notification bell to never miss an episode. So today is going to be a good one of my favorite areas, because I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 areas to conduct a financial check-in. And I'm all about finances and business. And so I really want to help you get clear on this. So before we get started, this is the disclaimer. Let me just think about the whole purpose of the review. It is so that you can get clear on your finances. It's not to shame you or to overwhelm you. It's simply to create awareness of reviewing your business financial performance and gauge the profitability and cash flow, and allow you to take corrective action while there's still time to change things, okay? So let's jump right into it. Number 1, we want to assess the cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeline of your business. Yet so many entrepreneurs and business owners act in such a way that it's like, oh, somehow it's going to take care of itself. As long as you have revenue coming in, you're all good. No, you are not all good. You may even leave it, to your accountant to tell you how you're doing, and that's all good. And while you're assessing your revenue and your client pipeline, it's essential to conquer the cash flow, like what is to take some thought and some intentional systems, right? This is how I help my clients, by incorporating a recurring revenue stream in their business so they can understand their cash is constantly flowing. This is the system I like to use myself, and my clients use it as well. And it's our yummy money process, okay? And this is where we monitor the accounts, right? So here's something I created for my clients that makes it super, super easy for them to see how the cash is flowing in. And so the areas that we look at, we look at profit and revenue. This is how much has your business made so far, okay? The owner's compensation, so owner's pay. It's how much you're paying yourself. So if you're not paying yourself a salary, boo-boo. You better start paying yourself a salary, okay? You need to be taking something from the business. You are a part of the business. You are not the business, but you are a part of the business, okay? Estimated taxes is another area that we help strategically put a certain amount away. So if you're not prepaying your taxes, which you should, but if you're not, you should be taking and putting money in a separate account that helps you to, at the end of the year, be able to pay it, right? So that makes it super easy. And then we focus on our operating expenses, which stays in our business account, okay? So those are the 4 areas that you should be looking at when you're assessing your cash flow, okay? And if you're not, I can help you out, okay? But let's move on. So number 2, you want to conduct an expenses analyst, okay? Or analyzing. You want to analyze your expenses. While you're reviewing your buckets and your profits and your losses, it can also be a good time to do an expense analysis, right? And if you find yourself in a cash flow bind, you'll have 2 ways to rectify it, right? And it's either you increase your sales or you cut your expenses. And two things that's really easy. It's always easier to cut your expenses, right? Especially with everything, people get on the shiny wheel and it's like, oh, I need this because I have cash flowing in. They start doing it. So I like to conduct an expense report, and we normally do it somewhere between July and August. But since we're in the month of August, I recommend doing it now, right? You got time. So an expense report will help you understand how much you are actually spending as the business entity with being specific on what categories, right? And so there might be some tools that you're using, that those are all expenses to the business. It might be trips or office space, or maybe you're going to redesign, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have a clear expense report when it comes to it. So really assessing where are most of your profits going, or the revenue is being spent in the business. Are your expenses increasing because you got income coming in, or your income has increased? Most people, more money they make, the more they spend. But I want you CEOs to really be assessing your expenses on a regular basis, right? Like everything that comes out, you do not need, boo boo. You don't need it, okay? And so this is the thing that I like to say, at least twice a year, you want to make sure that you're assessing your expenses. Okay. So listen, I know new software has come out, it makes it easier for your life, but sometimes put it off before you actually jump on the bandwagon, right? Key things you want to ask yourself: will this give me a ROI in terms of time and revenue? If the answer is no to these questions, then it's an expense that you don't need to acquire now. Some expenses we know are taxable, right? You can write them off in your taxes. But so just be mindful. Just by eliminating some expenses, this could go into like your runway account, like I like to call it, or your retirement account. So whatever you're not spending, redirect that money right into either hiring another team member or retirement. It's very crucial for you to look at your expenses. And if you want to start operating at that 7-figure level and you're at 6 figures, there's certain things that you always need to be assessing, right? How many trips are you going to be taking? How many speaking engagements are you going to be taking? All of those things, you need to have a strategic plan. And if money has been coming into the business and it's been flowing, that doesn't give you the permission to literally just start spending because the money is coming in. Okay. You want to be building up runway money, something that I personally believe that every CEO, no matter what stage of your business you are in, you should be doing that. Okay. So make sure that you're doing that. So one caveat that I like to, or one tool that I think that every CEO should have, but what makes it easier, this tip is going to make it super easy for you. QuickBooks is a great tool to use, right? If you have an accountant, they probably are a tax pro in this area. But for you, if you're not working with an accountant and he or she is doing your bookkeeping, then QuickBooks has made it super easy for you to actually conduct an expense analysis. Super easy for yourself. And in this video, there's going to be a link down below. You can download it right there. Okay. So I'll put it down there for you guys. This is going to give you a full expense report. So it's going to make it easier for you, right? The great thing is that you can break it up into the categories. They've already have it assessed for you. It gives you a clear picture of your finances, okay? So a expense report helps you to understand how much you are spending as your business, as your business is growing, right? Each 6 months, excuse me, guys. So preparing an expense report from scratch, it will take a lot of work. I don't actually do it myself. I do have a trusted accountant, but QuickBooks got you covered. Okay. So it's super easy. It's free. It's an Excel spreadsheet. Even if you're not super fancy with the Excel spreadsheet, it literally uploads, and then you just put your expenses in it. And then that's pretty much it. It has designated columns to make sure that if you have additional expenses, you can like add it there. So you have the flexibility to kind of figure out, what if they don't have a category for your particular business, you're able to do that. Okay. So Excel templates are automatically calculated, and the appropriate amount is in each column. So you don't need to like go and do math. I know when we see Excel spreadsheets, we get a little, I'm not sure, but I promise you, they got you. So look in the description of this video and it will be right there. Okay. But let's move on to number 3, which is my favorite area, is a pricing analysis, right? A lot of businesses skip this part, but it is also keen if you want to actually like grow your revenue. Pricing is key. Pricing analysis are going to be a game changer for you, right? So I talked about cash flow, but without pricing, you can't really get to a healthy cash flow. So pricing helps you to determine the forecast of where your business profits are going, okay? One of the most important aspects that will determine your success is your pricing strategy. Period, point, and the blank. This is because it is the primary driver of financial success to any company. Why do you think Fortune 500 companies hire pricing analysts only to do this particular job? But you, as a CEO today, need to start doing that, okay? So I'm just here to help you. A higher price point might lead to significant profits, but poor sales, right? So just depending on how you have your business structured, what's the articulation, what type of clients you're trying to attract, you want to make sure that you're very keen on the right pricing structure that's going to give you the best ROI for the client and for you, okay? Customers sometimes prefer cheaper alternatives, right? Which can lead to poor profitability for you if you're attracting poor-minded clients. I'm just going to keep it real with you. On the other hand, if your pricing is too low, you might see a high volume of clients, right? But it can also lead to low margins, leading you to a low profitability in your business, or poor profitability, if I would like to say. It's critical that that your prices are backed up by realistic data in the context of what is your market, right? And economics to your business, right? Like, you are in business to make money, whether you like it or not. And finding that good sweet spot of like the perfect volume of clients coming in and profitability, it bases off of your pricing strategy that you have in place. So here's a quick few ways to assess if you need to focus on pricing or have a pricing strategy in place, or you need to change your pricing strategy. So I'm just going to ask you, if you find yourself beyond busy and you have an overflow of clients, but you're still struggling financially in your life and business, 9 times out of 10, you have the wrong pricing strategy or the wrong prices in place. The second one that I often find with clients that normally come to me, your business is making money. That's fine. You're making money. It's not a problem, but you don't have enough money to hire staff, which is take some of the responsibilities off of you. So yes, your business is making money, you're making money, it's all good. But if you don't have enough to actually pay someone a great salary, then it's time to assess your pricing strategy that you have in place. So I know that sounds like I don't really even think about that, right? I just like, do I need a raise? Do I need to raise my prices? 9 times out of 10, sometimes it's just these little tweaks that you can put in your business and put in place. And I do that with my clients that are either enrolled in my coaching program or they are running a business and they hire me as their pricing expert to come in and assess all of the financial aspects that they have in place. So how do you determine or gather this, like for your pricing analysis? I want to give you that because I think that's extremely important. Is you want to analyze the pricing data that you have in place. Like, look at your services. What has been the highest profit margin service that you've been performing, especially if you're a service-based business or if you're a product-based business? What is the key product that's selling over and over and over again? Is it giving you a great pricing profit margin? I'm sorry, guys. So if that is the case, then we need to kind of be focusing or leaning on how could we get either the volume up or should it be a price increase? Those are the things that you kind of want to be looking for in your pricing analysis, okay? This is going to make your life super easy. I'm all about finding easy ways to help you reach your financial goals or success in your business. It does not have to be complicated, okay? And you can always partner with your accountant or an accountant firm to help you with this, or CFO services. If your business is really booming, you can partner with a CFO, and they also partner with pricing specialists to come in and actually help you align your business. Based on your evaluation, you want to make data-driven decisions, realign your goals, and set actionable steps for the next 6 months in your business, right? Embracing innovative and pivotal ways to really make sure that you are going to reach your financial goals in your business. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? We want you to make sure that you're there. So I got a question for you, right? Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share one of the goals that you have achieved this far. Like, have you hit your financial goals? Right? Some people are already beyond hitting their financial goals. If you haven't, let me know if one of these tips can actually help you, or if you even conduct a pricing analysis, cash flow analysis. Let me know in the comments. All right. So I'm just here to inspire you on your entrepreneurship journey, right? I don't want you to feel stressed and overwhelmed about the 3 tips that I just gave you, but I want you to be clear that if you're trying to get to the 7-figure mark, you have to really start adapting the behaviors of a 7-figure and 8-figure earner, okay? So one thing that I want you to do, this is like a little bonus, is I want you to also, this is be number 4, if you're making it to this part of the video, your lead generation, right? How many clients are actually coming into your business? That's another key area, because without people coming in, you don't really have a business. So you might want to do an assessment of like, how many leads am I getting per month, per week, and really assess that. If you have a great system that you're using, one of the systems I use is DreamWork Flow, it tells me exactly how many leads I'm getting. And so I'm able to look at the numbers and saying, hey, our lead generation is down. Why is it down? Right? And so those are the things that makes my life easier as a CEO of a company, but also to help my clients as well, depending on what software they're using, whether they're using the software I recommend or software they already came in with. We like to do that. So remember, I hope those tips were really good, but the true power of growth lies in taking consistent action towards your goals. So if you made it to this part of the video, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more expert insight, tips, and strategies to accelerate your entrepreneurial success. Before you go, check out the links in the description for some helpful resources that I mentioned during the video to support you on this journey. And make sure to watch our next video that's all about pricing. I have a whole key thing about pricing. I just want to thank you for joining me today. And let's crush our goals together and make the rest of this year your most successful year yet. I know you can do it. And I can't wait to hear from you in the comment section. If this video today or this episode is insightful and helped you to take inventory of your life and find key strategies so that you can hit them financial goals, listen, it's a win for me. And that's all I care about. Okay. And that's a wrap for another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. Thank you for joining me on this journey of growth and empowerment. Remember, you have the potential to achieve great things, and I'm here to provide you with just strategy, okay, and inspiration to make this a reality. All right, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys next week. All righty, take care. Bye.